you know what it is? It's all clicks and views, and like you're saying, playtime's over with these. I mean, you know, and that's why people want to know what the video is. Every time I do a video, Danny Chris Packet has to pipe up.
Yeah, why is he? I wondered why. I wondered if he's ever had any beef. Not personal. He's ever had no
You know what?
personal beef with him.
Do you know what it is? I've never had no Danny Christie could never personal beef with me, neither could Deck. And I
No,
do
yeah,
know what them.
he's ever had a row or anything.
Never had a row, and this is it's you know what it is, he's a little snake. But I'll tell you the reason being when they had the fight in Manchester, there was under fucking manners. Danny Christie left the car with Paul Venice, right? And halfway home they made the phone call. Don't know if we phoned Paul Venice or they phoned us, and he was apologising. Sorry lads for out of line. He was full of apologies. He come down to this, yeah. How much of a muppet he is, yeah. He come to Manchester to a podcast to me and tried telling me that when he was growing up, he was the lead Duffy of Carlisle. Have you ever heard so much shit in your He said he was
you know this Lee Duffy. I've never even heard of him until like about a year ago on this YouTube, lad. I don't even know who he is, lad.
Let me tell you something. There's probably a lead Duffy.
There's a million them in here, Manny and Liverpool, lad. There's millions in them, lad.
100%, mate. The lead Duffy, like it's a big thing. No disrespect to the guy. But come on, mate. Manx, but this is the thing, and then you've got listen, and then you got Decker now that's attached himself onto the fucking the biggest grasses in the travelling community, which is the Docketies. Now this one here is gonna go fucking haywire because I've just got to say it how it is. Yeah, Paddy Ward is an out and out right. Paddy Dockety, yeah, he's an out and out grass. He got run out of Manchester for being a snitch. Now for some reason.
Is that the one off the telly you're on about, team? The one that's always been on the telly and all that? The one who's a big brother? That one?
Yeah.
Paddy's always
Yeah. The one goes to the cave village rubbing cream all over himself.
Where do they live now, team?
You know what? He's down in Wales, Wales down that neck of the woods, and he's just a grass. He's an out and out grass, but I'm going to touch on it. So what's happened now? I spoke to Decker for the rematch. So I've probably come out and said, let's have the rematch. He's then come back and for some reason wanted to align himself with the Docketies as if there's something special. So obviously he said, well, maybe Dougie will come out and fight Douglas. Let me just say something. Douglas in a 12-foot space, no matter what people say, the same size ring I fought Decker Hegian, Douglas Dockety gets knocked out in that ring inside of 3 minutes. I guarantee that now. If he stands and bangs, it'll be inside of 3 minutes. If he dances about, it'll be inside of 6 minutes, and that's a fact. And I'm not gassing my cousin. I just know what my cousin can do, and I know what Dougie will do to him in that small space.
Decker talking to them now, team. Is Decker will talk to anyone that picks him up and says he's not an nonce, won't he?
That's it.
But all he's going to do is just say he's not an nonce, lad, and then he'll make a video shouting out saying you're the best channel ever and you're the best people, isn't it?
Some of the Docketies up for one, right? They've been known to be grasses. The proof's out there, right? We've got the statements of them. They've come to Crown Court to snitch on my cousin. They've then left court, been run out of Manchester, and now they've let our nonce align themselves to their name. How bad is that? We put the nonce to the other side of our name when we found out what he was. They've now let the nonce align themselves to them. So what's that telling you about them?
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
Oh,
are they from money as well, team? Them Docketies, are they from money?
Yeah, well, Paddy was from Manchester until he turned grass. He got run out of Manchester. Now, what you got to remember is now, Decker's aligned himself to them to get out the rematch. Why would you want to get? If I'm that much of an easy fight, why would you want to get out the rematch? I'm the one that's called for it. And then you've got Danny Chris Packet. Danny Chris Packet. Every time I make a video, he comes on the back of me and makes a video. Do you understand what I mean? Now, I'm not being funny. If any of them Docketies have got any sense about them, which they haven't got no fucking sense, they wouldn't let Decker shout their name across fucking and do a video on them and shout their name across fucking Facebook messengers if there's something special. Douglas Dockety here is a little rat tramp boy bastard. Let me tell you what he done. Do you know did you see the fight? He had a fight the other day and everyone was raving about it. Did you see it?
I've seen it, yeah. I've seen the fight.
Do you know what he was fighting for?
No, I only read off on your video. Apparently, was he playing away or something? Someone's played or something?
Playing away with a guy's woman. So if you're playing away with a guy's woman, you've got the cheek to come out and fight with him. What kind of shit is that, man? This is what you're dealing with, inbred bastards. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, and Decker's aligned himself to this now as if they're the big I am. So when I've done that video today, the point what I'm getting at, listen, it kicked off a few months ago with the Docketies. And apparently John Dockett was coming from London to fight me from London. He's still not here, mate. I went to London the other day. I got there and back in 24 hours. And I stayed over there and come back the next day. This cunt here, mate, was talking 3 months later and he's still not here. And I'm not joking.
your laugh's better than mine, see? Hey.
I know, but this is the point what I'm saying, lad. And Decker's aligned himself to these people as if it's something great, as if he's got some super protection.
Hey, what's this? The way he sent someone a message about his kids or something. Is that been on? Is that been to them Socrates? Is that who it is? His message? And then shared it, is it?
Yeah, now basically what's happened. So when I've said to Decker blocked me on Instagram, yeah, because he's a faggot. He's a full-blown faggot. He's a shitbag. If I'm like work, yeah, I turned up half cut when I fought him. I've been on fucking bending and all that shit.
You can tell, Zane, that you hadn't trained for that, couldn't you? You knew, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but the point of what I'm saying is he should have put me away. Do you know what I mean? He couldn't put me away.
Yeah.
He thinks by aligning himself to the dirty lowlights of the travelling community, yeah, the Dockett is the low. He thinks by aligning himself to them that he's gonna do something great. Do you know what I mean? Now what you got to remember is that if you look at it like this, so I've messaged Decker and I'm saying we're getting this rematch on. He started trying to go a bit gangster in the messages, and then next minute he said maybe Doug. Yeah, so then he said in one of the messages he put, maybe Dougie will turn up for Douglas at the same day I fight you. I said, is that right? I said, yeah. I said, is that right? He said, yeah. And he said, we know about cars. We know about you getting run over in cars and this and that. I said, yeah. I said, tell Paddy. So I sent a message back saying, tell Paddy Ward. By the way, yeah, Paddy his name's Ward, yeah. But the Ward, he's not good enough to carry our name, so he has to carry Docker. Yeah, his name's Paddy Ward. But
are you related to them? Are they different wards to you, Paddy did?
I don't think Paddy knows which ward he is. He just knows his name's Paddy Ward.